10-20.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
Guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Ata Show. You already know what to do before we get into anything. Make sure you subscribe, you like the video, share it to your friend, leave your comments, subscribe. Just pause the video right now, hit on the subscription. I think last week I wasn't here for the last two days.
Put us on post
notifications. So anytime we post something, you wouldn't miss it. A lot of people have been missing our videos, so just
you have been missing in action about a lot of people.
I've been away. You know what I do on Thursdays and all of that, mate. Like, but anyways, we trying to give you the content that you need. But do you have any what is it? Constitution for me.
You know, today we're wearing black and white.
Oh, yeah.
You know what it means?
What?
Something.
You
know what I mean? So no constitution. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Shut up. Why did you give us one thing? Okay, all right.
No. Let me. I thought about it today. I've go back and what the other ones I've given already. Learn that. Make sure you memorize it, and then I can give you more. Because
to be fair, if you ask me of any, I might not even be able to give.
That's what I'm saying,
bro. Let's get into today's video. So today, the Attorney General met the press. There's been a lot of pressure on the Attorney General after the founders of the ORA.
It's a bit different to the previous Attorney General. He's doing more press release.
No, he has to because they are trying to fetch a lot of government fraud and things like that. So they have to be open and open to the public as well. So
if you're able to know the Attorney General's middle name, I'll give you £100.
Abuditenga. Dominic Abunitenga.
There's no Abunitenga. Aguditenga or something like that. I'm not sure.
He's got a nice.
He's the MP for Bogatanga East.
Yeah, he's got a nice name, but sorry we can't pronounce it. So we keep it as Honorable Dominic Ain. So today he met the press to face the press on questioning concerning ORA. And what did he find? What did he say today?
Okay, so before we get into today's news and today's report, on the 12th of February this year, there was a report from the team ORA that there were some ghost names in the NSS, the National Service Scheme. So it was reported that by the end of 2024, about 180,000, I think 180,030 names were submitted by the NSA boss as people that are active in the NSS in the scheme. So they were meant to be paid. But then the new government came, the Minister for Finance said they need to back pay the 2024 names. But then before they do that, it was a prerequisite for them to head count all the NSS members. But doing that, they found out that over 83,000 of the members, the names were ghost names. They were not there. So almost half. So only 93,000 people were legit and active during the NSS. So that news came about. We was waiting that where has this money been going?
Yeah.
What's the government gonna do? What's the Attorney General gonna do? Is it gonna be one of them news that comes about? We hear about it and nothing is done. So today, the Attorney General gave us an update on that news, and this is what he said.
Now, in respect of oral, significant work is going on in relation to the investigations of the allegations of looting of state resources contained in the oral report submitted to me a few weeks ago. In view of the fact that these matters are still under investigation, I will not go into the details as I have done with the case of Eduboahin. but I can confirm that investigations will conclude in the National Service and SkyTrain scandals by the middle of April for prosecutions to begin. In the National Service scandal, 8 suspects have been interrogated, and a good number of them have started singing. They've, they are cooperating with our they've started singing, literally. Yeah? So we will give you details of their songs at the appropriate time. Indeed, we now have evidence of payments that were made into the accounts of the top executives of the National Service by vendors, private vendors, and staff of the scheme. We also have evidence that in November 2024, and listen to this carefully, the CEO of the National Service Scheme and others paid a Ghanaian MP to kill the story in the media and to defend them. Now, this is a developing story, and more will come out very soon.
So you can see there's been some scandal, some scandalous behavior from these bosses. The former NSA boss, Osei Asibe Anchi, he said paid an MP to cover up the media coverage of the Ghost Name scandal.
Yeah, because do you remember there's the 4th estate?
Yeah.
Before the election, they done a private investigation into this, and they found ghost names.
About ghost name, people were 98,
was it 93 or something? Over
the
80 years
Indian
in
National
National Service. Fake index numbers. And you know what? All these Ghana cards and voters ID, passport, they were all ways to identify people, to verify people, to make sure they are legit. But then, for some reason, we had fake index numbers, fake IDs. So
what happened after the 4th?
So they found this finding was done by them last year. So on November 2024, before the election, they wanted to publicize it. Then they asked for an interview with the then boss of the NSA. What was his name?
So
they asked for an interview, and he said he wasn't available until 10th of December.
Strategic.
You see, because if he had done the interview and that was published, that they knew that was gonna affect the election. So that's why he put. So they were gonna post it. They were gonna post it regardless.
I remember that time you told me about this news that they were gonna publicize it on the 3rd of December.
They were.
But if they publicized it, still it was gonna affect the election.
It was. So they had an injunction.
So are you trying to tell me that if they publicize it, with these
numbers
would
have 2%. They would have had, bro. They would have had about 5% because people would have known.
Yeah.
So they had.
Think about it. You've not paid these about 90. The legit people was 98,000 people. You've not paid them, and you on top of that you've got about 85,000 people.
Listen, I'm telling you, since 2017 to 2024, the number of names I'm telling you,
it goes up. It doesn't go down.
Huh? It goes up. So it came from 3%. This is the graph. It came from 3%, went to over 50%, came back to 49%. It was just going up and down, up and down. If in total they found the 4th estate found about I'm saying more than 250,000 extra people.
You were saying that the NSA had injunction that prevented the 4th estate from publicizing
it. So that's the reason why they couldn't. So now we are finding out that they paid some money to cover some of these stories. I'm not shocked. But what we are asking for from the Attorney General is results. Forget that accountability. We need results. We need people to go to prison for this. We need people to be put behind bars for this. This is extortion. This is fraud. This is corruption to its top. I like the aura. I like the new government, and I like what they are doing. I like what the Attorney General is doing.
But it shouldn't be like always where we find these cases and then we leave them as it is. New government comes,
Mm.
and then they let it go.
Mm.
We have to make sure that these people are brought to justice.
Yeah, there has to be
The
accountability.
law of the nation has to work. So it's not just about this. Shouldn't be mouth talk. Oh, and then end of the day, nothing is done.
This is what I hate about politics. Yeah, they find something. These things are easily proved.
It's clear.
So you can prove them. It's there. Call the person. The thing is, like, call them. Let them answer the questions that you need. If they put them through the proper due justice, you know what I'm trying to say. Let them go through the due process.
No
they
coercion,
say.
nothing. No.
Let them go through the. I'm not saying just catch them, throw them. Let them go through the due process. Then let them answer for for any question that you have. But then wait, this will be on procrastinated year in, year out, year in, year out. There's a community, there's a committee, there's this, there's that. Then at the end of the day, nothing will be done to these people.
Because for Attorney General to say this, then he has.
Oh yeah,
they don't.
Yeah, they don't. He wouldn't.
So he wouldn't just.
He wouldn't.
Yeah.
He wouldn't speculate.
So for him
like
to
that.
say this, we don't want this to be a no-show event. We want to have results, like Shad said.
Yeah.
There have to be consequences.
Yeah.
From the MPs, if they took the money or they didn't take it, let us know. Let us know. If they took it, there have to be consequences.
Listen, the press release are all good. Yeah, the openness is all good, and we like it. But then you can't do that without results. We need results.
I think if we use these things as it can serve as deterrent for other people that will want to go.
Other people won't stop, but then it will at least help.
It could, because no government, they fish these things out, and nothing is done.
Yeah, true.
So if we find out that, okay, you did this, you did that, you did this is your punishment, you're going in for this amount, SY amount of years, I think people are gonna think twice about it.
Alright guys, we wouldn't really waste too much time on it. If you're getting value from this video, as we always say, make sure you subscribe to the channel, you share the video, you like, subscribe. But then before we go, we just question for the video. What do you think? What do you think the Attorney General should do to these NSA?
It's a one.
What do you think they should do to them? And do you believe this question is important? Do you believe the Attorney General is gonna do anything to them? Leave the answer in the comments.
It's a one.
I mean, if they shoot, but do you believe they will do anything to them?
I've got a house in Sawam, you know. I'm building in Sawam.
Bruv, cat.
Alright, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you.